my name's Carol Warriner and I'd like to share with you my idea for teaching line symmetry to a class of grade 2 students. Line symmetry or reflection symmetry is found in nature and objects every day. If you can flip it over or reflect an object and it appears unchanged from the figure, it has line symmetry. The indicators in the early years learning framework states that students should be able to observe and reveal patterns. The aim of this activity is to use nature and maths to build on these skills. By discussing how line symmetry works with the class, basically, if you can cut it in half and then reflect it and it appears to be a whole, then it has line symmetry. Not all objects have the same number of symmetry lines. Many objects can have multiple lines of symmetry and some have just one. By using a hands-on approach with students, using paper and everyday objects that we find in nature like leaves, flowers and plants, the students can explore how the lines of symmetry may work. To state simply, if we take a piece of paper and fold it in half, directly down the middle, like so, it has symmetry. Both halves are the same. If we reflect upon it, it appears to be a whole. If we fold it in half the other way and back along the original line of symmetry, once again, it would still appear to be a whole piece of paper should we put the mirror on the edge of it. Although we've folded this piece of paper twice, it actually creates more than one line of symmetry. It has two. We can do the same thing with something we find in nature, such as a leaf. With the leaf, it's a whole object. If we fold it in half from the tip of the stem, where it joins the plant, to the tip of the leaf, it appears to be a perfectly folded in half object. If we place it down and place the mirror along the same line, it also appears to be a whole object. It has a line of symmetry. Again, with a flower, we can take the same exercise. This flower has lines of symmetry. As a whole, if we were to cover up half of that flower, doesn't matter which half, it still has a line of symmetry. Once again, if we put a mirror in the middle of that plant, it appears to have a whole image. It has a line of symmetry. Things don't need to be perfect to represent a line of symmetry. Take this plant, for example. It is not perfect on both halves, but if we are to place a mirror into the centre of the plant, and the reflection will be seen to be creating a whole plant. It has line symmetry. The same as our face. Our face naturally has a line of symmetry. If we put a line down the middle of our faces, both halves appear the same. If we put a mirror against our face, it appears to be a whole. These are all examples of how line symmetry works in nature. To complete the lesson, if we take a fun and positive activity, like building a paper plane, that will show the children that more objects have lines of symmetry, and it lets them design every paper plane differently and what they can come up with. At this stage, I'd like to introduce to you my son Tarrant. Tarrant is 8. Hey, say hi.
Hi.
Tarrant is going to make a paper plane for us. As he folds it, you can see the lines of symmetry appearing. Would you like to show everybody how to make a paper plane, please, Tarrant? There is Terrence's first line of symmetry, straight down the middle. And at this stage, the plane still appears to have symmetry. In half, both halves are the same. As you can see, as Terrence folds and creates the plane, again and again, each second fold will create symmetry. To enable his plane to fly, it must have symmetry. With each fold sitting perfectly on top with all edges matching, the symmetry is there. This enables Terrence's plane to fly. Do you want to see if it flies, Terrence? Maybe we need to tweak that one, hey? If you take the mirror that we had earlier, hold that for me, we'll just get your plane, and pop it down the centre of Terrence's plane, once again, his plane appears to be complete. It has a single line of symmetry down the middle. Thanks for your help, Terrence. Bye. Thank you for watching my activity, and I hope this can create a great lesson plan for your grade 2 students. Thank you.